Hi all, Sandy here. So today, as requested by you, I'm going to show you how to remove the sticky interior lining of these Louis Vuitton pouches. Of course, you can use this method on the other Louis Vuitton pieces and bags that have the same issue, but for today I thought it would be easier for me to show you how to do it on this pouch. And also it's very easy for you to purchase this pouch and try it out for yourself, and then you have a really nice Louis Vuitton SLG to add to your collection. As you can see, the interior has been peeling a bit, and trust me, once you see something like this on the pre-loved market, you will receive something that is sticky. If you try to put your items in there, all the gunky stickiness will get on your items. Over the years, I've tried different products and different methods to remove this sticky interior, but this has been the best method, and I'm so excited to share it with you, as you will absolutely love it. It is very easy. You just need to take your time. Now the main product is this Dubro Ontvetter, which means it's a degreaser. I know this is only available in Europe, but I will try to link some similar products that are available on the US market. First things first, we are going to work with some chemicals, and we're going to wear our gloves. Especially that degreaser can be quite harsh on the skin, so we just want to protect ourselves. I like to start off with conditioning the leather tab. I feel like if it's conditioned well, then even if it gets in touch with some other product, it won't absorb it as quickly, if that makes sense. I also have to say that I am not a professional, so everything I do is just from trial and error, from my personal experience, what I feel that works best. But then again, I would love to hear from you what your favorite bag products are. What are your favorite leather conditioners? What do you like to use for your canvas? Let me know in the comments. Now I like to use these what I call kitchen gloves. You can also use the medical gloves, like the ones that you wear once. But I feel like those ones are not that resistant when they get in touch with certain chemicals, so they can actually spoil, and the chemicals get in touch with your skin and even your nails, and some of these mess up your nails, girls. So that's why I prefer these ones, and you can also use them more than once. Now, a good thing about working on these pouches is that you can turn them inside out. It is kind of hard because the material is also sticky and the canvas is kind of tough. But that's also a good thing because the canvas won't spoil, so you don't have to worry about that. You can just turn it inside out and just try to push out these corners very well. As you can see, the lining starts to come off a bit as I'm touching it, and that is good because then we're going to try to peel off like big pieces at once. Sometimes you also have the situation that the lining starts to become dry, like everything, like the whole lining is just cracked but still sticky, if that makes sense. And then you cannot peel it off like this, since everything is like kind of like dried out and cracked already. I will show you in another video how to deal with that if you pick up a piece that is more like that. But if the item you got looks more like this, then you can just peel off as much as you can before going in with the chemical. I also always like to work with tweezers for those little pieces, but also to loosen up the material and like kind of scratch it like this, and then you can peel everything off at once, especially near the zipper It just makes everything easier and faster. This whole process takes some time, so just make sure your favorite program, movie, or music is playing in the background, and then it's quite relaxing to do this. And of course, subscribe to the channel. If you like handbag makeovers, DIYs, whatever, I have so much more for you in store. I have so much more in store for you. So make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm telling you, because this channel is different. Yes, we will buy our new bags in store, but we will also enjoy pre-loved bags. And if they're not ready to be loved yet, we will make it work. Yes, we will. So therefore, just hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. Thank you so much. Anyway, back to the pouch. So I've removed all the interior lining. As you can tell on that baby wipe, there's still a lot of residue. So we're going to go in with the chemicals. Now, I'm going to protect this leather tab. You can do this at the beginning as well, but for some reason I'm doing it now. Because you're going in with a solution now. And all that fabric will absorb that solution. Sometimes the leather tab will also absorb the solution. So to avoid that as much as possible, we will cover it with these cotton pads. And also, if we spray the solution on the bag, we will only do it like at the bottom and halfway up, not too close to the zipper. Because if that zipper material absorbs, it will lead to the leather tab. I hope this all makes sense, but I can tell you from my experience, if that solution gets on that zipper material too much and it gets up to the leather tab will darken and it will feel very hard and dried out, and it's just not a cute look. So we just try to avoid that as much as possible. Now I like using a soft toothbrush to work the product in. I also have another more professional brush, but that one's much bigger, and I feel like a soft toothbrush does the work much better since it's smaller and you can work the product in there very well. And also try to avoid the date code. If the date code is still intact, try to keep it that way, because in case you want to sell the pouch off or whatever, it's just nice when the date code is there. After you've worked the product in, you're just going to take the baby wipes and take all the product off as much as you can before we're going to the final step. These baby wipes are the absolute best when it comes to any handbag project, in my opinion. They consist out of 99% water. I will make sure to link them down below as well. Don't get any baby wipes that consist oil or anything else. Then we're going in with this vanish spray. So that's kind of like a detergent based spray. And we're just going to remove all the remaining residue. And it's just going to smell nice and fresh. You will see that the fabric will actually look more white after this step. Like it kind of pulls out the remaining dirt or residue. So after this last step, I like to let the bag air dry overnight, but maybe depending on where you live, it will be dry in a few hours. When it's completely dry, we will remove these fluffies, these fuzzies, just to make it a bit more neat. We already know it's clean, and now we just try to make it look good as well. So this is the next day. It is now completely dry and clean. You can leave it like this if you want because you know it's clean, but we just try to give it a final touch. I like to use this lint remover. I would highly recommend you having something like this even for your clothes, because who wants to walk around with fuzzies and fluffies? And you can also use it for your little bag projects. But if you don't have a device like this, which is only like $15 or so from Amazon, but if you don't have something like this, you can even use a shaving stick. Now this is my final result. I couldn't even go in more with the lint remover, but this will do for me. If the monogram canvas was already in good condition, you don't have to worry about it getting damaged because you turned the pouch inside out. It only will look a little bit creased, but over a few hours that will be gone, and if not, you can just stuff it, and it is a very durable material. So here you have your clean interior lining. Now this pouch is the perfect little catch-all for inside your handbag, or you can use it as a mini bag by itself. I will show you later how you can do that. I already spoke about this pouch in my video about the Louis Vuitton pouches. Make sure to check that out as well, where I compare all the sizes. So Louis Vuitton used to have this bucket bag in PM and GM size, and with that bag were these pouches. So this smaller one came with the PM bag, and then you have a larger one. That size I would actually recommend, but for demonstration purposes we have the smaller one here. With that being said, that whole bucket bag had the same interior lining, so sometimes you see that these pouches have been inside those bags and are also like dirty on the outside just from the stickiness. So therefore I'm just quickly going in with this spray just to freshen it up a bit. I also have a more detailed video about how to clean like the outside of these pouches on the pochette accessoire. Make sure to check that one out as well. The most important thing for you to know is that with these types of sprays, they're kind of harsh, okay? You use it once and then it's not a weekly thing, it's not a monthly thing, it's not even a yearly thing. You just do this once if your pouch is really dirty, because you don't want to damage the monogram. Even when you use it, you remove it immediately. You make sure you wipe all of it off very well with the baby wipes and dry it with this microfiber cloth, and then everything is okay. And now the final thing to check is if the leather tab is still dry, and it is still in the same condition as before, thankfully. And as you can see, it did get away, so it was working as a barrier, and here we have it. So now you can turn this into a mini bag if you like. Here is a beautiful gold chain from Zari Collections, of course. So this smaller size pouch does fit a smaller iPhone, but the larger pouches from the GM bucket bag fit the big iPhones. I will make sure to source some for you so you can check it out on eBay, because you know I love sourcing handbags. So I will check out if I find some good deals. Now you can simply turn this into a mini pouch by just adding the chain to the zipper and the D-ring, like so. Now of course this is a simple solution, but I can imagine that you don't like the chain being attached to the zipper pull. So I found these inserts. This way you can just attach the chain to the insert. Now this was not exactly the right size for this pouch, but for demonstration purposes it did work. So you simply put it inside. It does match with the interior lining, that is quite nice, and instantly you have a little side pocket. Now here I've attached the other side to the insert as well, but you can still attach it to the D-ring of the pouch itself if you want. It all depends on your personal preference. Now another option is to actually add a D-ring to the pouch. So you will punch a hole and add the D-ring on the side of the pouch, and that way you can attach the strap or the chain. Now I know not everyone likes to make a permanent change, but I'm just putting it out there. This is how it looks with the insert and with the leather tab hanging on the side. I personally like it more when the chain is attached to the leather tab or to the D-ring. What do you think? What do you prefer? And what do you think of the end result? I think it's pretty amazing. A lovely, lovely piece. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time.